We're going to Chattanooga, Tennessee, Big Green Egg and FOGO Charcoal Eggfest. And we're on the road to the Scenic City Eggfest in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you've ever seen a map of Florida, you know it's a long state, so we've got a long ride to go. So if you're not familiar with what an Eggfest is, it's a venue for Big Green Egg enthusiasts to showcase their talents on the Big Green Egg. And it's also an opportunity for those who have been contemplating a Big Green Egg to sample the food and talk to other egg enthusiasts. All right, now it's 7 hours later, and here we are pulling into the Peach State, Georgia. Finally, I thought we'd never make it here. And if you're in Georgia and traveling on 75, you need to stop at Carroll's Sausage. They have unbelievable products. They make all their own sausages, and these snack sticks you're about to see right there, oh my God. We must have ate 100 of them. I mean, literally 100 of them. And after a quick pit stop in sausage heaven there, we are back on the road. We still got about another 5 hours to go, but it's all gonna be worth it because Eggfests are so much fun. And Joy Stockburger and his crew at sHardware in Chattanooga, they know how to put on an event, trust me. All right, we are here after a long 12-hour trip. Tomorrow's the big day, Scenic City Eggfest, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's get some sleep so we can have a great day tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the big day. We're headed over to the site for the Scenic City Eggfest. We're gonna have a bunch of people, gonna serve a bunch of good food. We got prime New York strip loins we're gonna roast, and then Caveman Sear. I can't wait, it's gonna be awesome. Let's get started. Well, now that breakfast is over, you can see we're getting a nice early start before sunrise, and you can see it's a cloudy, rainy day. Hey, at least it's not 105 like it is back in Florida. Now we arrived at this beautiful, beautiful location. It's called Collegedale Commons here in Chattanooga. It's fully indoor, but you can see it had those beautiful glass doors that they put up and down as the weather got warmer and cooler, so made for a beautiful day. Even though it was inside, there was tons of ventilation and no smokiness.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud.
Now, lucky for us, they were able to set us up with what we need. We cooked on an extra large and on a large Big Green Egg, so we were double threat. Now, look at this beautiful setup we have here. We got rubs, we got everything going on right in the center, so we got all the attention. Now, we got an early start. Let's load this baby up. So we're gonna use our super premium lump charcoal to roast these things, and we're gonna use our premium bag, the black bag, in our large egg. That's gonna be for caveman searing. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned. It is cool. And for today's festivities, we're working with New York strip prime roasts. We're gonna cook this entire roast. We're gonna trim them up, clean them up, and season them up with our beautiful FOGO rub. That gorgeous black color of the activated charcoal really makes it look good, and it adds an incredible flavor. So the plan here is that we're gonna start these things indirect. We're gonna cook them at 275 degrees. Now, these roasts are huge, so I'm gonna cut them in half and save a little bit of time so that they'll actually cook a little bit quicker. Now, don't those look beautiful just roasting away? That smoke just penetrating that meat so beautifully. So what we did here is we took it and we cooked them to 115 degrees internal temperature. Don't pay attention to what that thermometer says, okay? But anyway, we went to 115 and we're taking them off. We're gonna cut these things into individual steaks. So we're gonna get about 8 or 10 steaks out of each one. Look at that. Does it get any prettier than that? I don't think so. Now, once they're cut into steaks, we take them, season them up again on the insides, and they'll literally throw them right on those hot coals. If you want a good show, people couldn't stop standing around and watching us. It was unbelievable. My name might be Captain Ron, but by the end of the day, they were calling me Captain Caveman! And now the easy part, just serving them. All we did, cut it into real thin slices, put it in these little cups, and people could do a steak shot as much as they wanted. People were coming back for 3 and 4, and maybe even 5 times. Now, if you think that this is just a little bit of servings, we cooked 2 almost 15 pounds New York strip roasts, and we served every single one, and we just about made it to the end. I think we could have used a couple more slices towards the end, but people were just loving watching this caveman sear, watching the slice, and even more, watching them go down. One of my favorite parts about these Eggfests is watching people that you've never even met before take a bite of your food and just smile. You want to know what? One of the most common reactions we heard was, whoa. When that happens, I know we served up something tasty. So many people had so many questions about our products. We were able to just tell them all about how delicious the rub is, what's in it, and how it really flavors the food so nicely. And people just really ate it up. I'll tell you, EGGheads are the nicest people in the world. And the nice part is that we were so popular there, we even got to get interviewed here. So check this out.
I'm up front with Captain Ron and the FOGO team. Great to have you, Ron.
Thanks, great to be here. Thanks for having us.
You're cooking a lot of beef up here.
Yes, we are. It's nothing but meat, and more meat around here.
I tell you, and how do you sear a steak?
Caveman style. They call me Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman, all right. Well, if you haven't seen how Captain Ron sears a steak, you need to come up front here and check that out. It's pretty awesome.
So what we're doing is we're taking an entire prime New York strip roast, reverse searing it, but we're cutting it into steaks and then dropping it right onto the charcoal and searing it like that, directly on the coals.
That sounds great.
That's
You're doing
awesome.
a class here coming up at 1:30 too.
Yes, sir, I am cooking a dish that I learned to cook. Actually, my cousin's restaurant in New York serves it, and I fell in love with it. So I adapted my own way of doing it. It's a steak pizzaiola, and it's a steak with a Italian vegetable sauce on it, and it's just fantastic.
Great. Well, if you haven't seen Captain Ron yet, come by, follow him on Facebook. I know he's got a great channel, a lot of good videos on how to use the big green egg.
Yes, sir.
And how to just FOGO charcoal. You're an ambassador now for FOGO.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been doing the YouTube videos for FOGO for about a year now, and just having a blast with it. I just feel very fortunate and blessed to be able to do what I love to do for a living now.
Well, thank you. Great to have you up here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So let everybody know where you're from.
I live in Coral Springs, Florida, which is right outside of Fort Lauderdale, and we had about a 132-hour trip up here yesterday. So, but well worth it. What a great venue, a great event with great people. It's just great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Finally, we're home. That was a long trip, but man, was it fun. We had a great time. I want to congratulate my friends Matt and Johnny Bacon Gans on their big Super EGGfest win. They did a great job. Everybody did a great job. We had a ton of good food, talked to a ton of great people, and we had an absolutely great time. There's a lot of greats in there. Anyway, if you get a chance to get yourself to an EGGfest, I'd highly recommend it. It's a great community, great bunch of people, and you'll have a lot of fun, okay? I know I'm going to be at the next one, and I hope you will too. Until then, I'll see you next time on The FOGO Life.